Okay, this is about 5 minutes later, and my amperage is up to about 25 amps. Uh, it's still on 200 amp 12 volt engine start with my Sears 40/2 amp manual battery charger, 200 amp engine start. It's up to about 25 amps drawing, and I'm figuring it's because the water's getting a little bit warmer. It's not so hot that I can't touch it. It's not even lukewarm yet, really. The leads are getting warm. That kind of concerns me. I'm sure I can figure that out though too, and with some help from you guys. The gas production, my lighter's dying on me. There's some good ones in there. And it's all because it's collecting under that plate that you see. And all these bubbles will explode if I don't pop them with my... Yeah, like I said, my lighter's dying, but it's gas, and there's vapor coming off that. I was planning on using it in the tubes you see there. Those tubes, one's a 3-inch, one's a 4-inch. And now as I look at this experiment, I think I gotta go horizontal with it rather than vertical, unless I find figure out some sort of chimney for this. And I'll be showing that, the whole setup, in a few moments. But I figure after about 40-45 minutes of running, the water's only getting lukewarm, not even, that I don't know, it's I don't think it's just the size of the container. I expected the amperage to go up as the water heated, but this is zero electrolyte. This is just well water from here. Some pretty interesting results. Every time I get a flame out of the end of this lighter, as you can see, it's empty. Or at least I hope you can see it. Believe me or not. Yeah, no flame. See? Here, I'll get my other lighter. My trusty dusty Bic. I just wonder if my Radio Shack Bakelite perf board is going to hold up to this. I know it's made for electrical, but it's also not made to be submersed in water. So that will have to be seen. I've been trying to think of a better compound, and Lexan, plexiglass, something like that. But the problem is finding somebody that will CNC machine the holes that I need. I I'm sure it will be an expensive adventure just to get the hole spaced at exactly 1/16 of an inch apart, or I don't know, millimeter, 2 millimeters, whatever. But as I didn't know what was going to happen. I did not want to do a video before I tested it. I would have just reported saying that, hey, don't try this, it don't work. But now that I see that this does work, it's something to look further into. The wires, the total volume of the wires is only about 1.25 inches. I tried to make it as square as possible, and you'll be seeing that in the next couple minutes. And roughly 1 foot long, with the electrodes taking up another 10 inches, 5 on each side. That's why I have to have such a tall garbage can. And as you can see, this is definitely a garage experiment. But I figure I want to try something different than everybody else, being plates and tubes and so on. I don't know, I figured if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you always got. Now, this is wire, 030 MIG stainless steel welding wire. Get from any welding shop. It's expensive, so that's why I went small on the experiment first. I have about half, 3/4 left, and it's kind of tricky to make. It's not easy. It's not like putting a couple plates together and a couple spacers. It's not like that. But the next trick here is I've ordered from PWM Power a pulse width modulator, and maybe that'll help me with my heat problem on the electrodes. I wouldn't want to hold on to that. It's not melting the plastic yet, but it's hot. The water is getting, it's like I said, lukewarm. But there's a hell of a vapor coming off it. I can smell it back here. And there's nothing in our well water. There's no electrolyte in there whatsoever. No baking soda, no KOH, nothing like that. No salt. I'm kind of happy. That's kind of a neat little thing that's happening here. You can see how it being on an angle, it's really pushing out the HHO. You can tell by the brown grunge there. Now, if I completely submerge it, keeping it running, completely submerge it. See, I also noticed that, oh, I lost my bottom lead. So we were at about 26, 27 amps. Since I haven't had my third arm attached yet to help improve my ski boxing, I will have to shut down for a moment and connect my bottom lead so I can continue with this.